Every win matters, but even more so when it's a shortened season. Tonight marks the halfway point for Minnesota. The Wild are only 1 point out of the playoff picture, and 2 points separate them and third place Vancouver. The two would clash at center ice tonight in St. Paul. Bismarck High's road to state got much more difficult after a heartbreaking loss to Mandan in the opening round of the WDA tournament. They'd have to win out to qualify for state, and that is no easy feat, as they would have to beat Minot. Mandan and St. Mary's have split their regular season series in girls basketball. Today's game between the two teams will decide the season series, and as a winner move on, loser hang 'em up game between the two in the West qualifier for state. In less than a week, Big Ten men's basketball teams will convene in Chicago for the Big Ten tournament. The winner will get an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. Indiana and Michigan, two of the top teams in the conference and the country, met in Ann Arbor today.
Nationwide unemployment is at 7.8%, the lowest since January 2009, but North Dakota is well below that at 3%.
Economists say that normal unemployment is around 6% or less, so we're doing very much better than that, than the national average.
But is too much of a good thing bad?
When you're driving around Bismarck, you'll see one after another of signs like these looking to hire.
From the interstate north all the way up to Walmart, there was a help wanted sign in virtually every business. There was a help wanted sign out in front of the business or on the marquee or something else.
A problem Gary Schumacher is experiencing firsthand with his businesses Taxi 9000 and Bisman Transit.
Our employees are seeing the same thing as what I'm seeing, and that's help wanted signs all over town. So there's a lot of what we call job bouncing. They're bouncing from one job to the next, trying to find that best fit for them.
The turnover rate creates challenges for businesses, especially in the service industry.
The service industry is affected because there's a lot of turnover there, and so as the turnover is low, then sometimes the training cost gets cut, and that is going to impact the quality and the retention of the employees.
As North Dakota touts the nation's lowest unemployment, workers aren't the ones facing challenges. Unlike other areas around the country, businesses are the ones looking for help. In Bismarck, Jon Schaeffer, KX News.
Field goal kicker. Yeah, exactly.
It's 7 a.m. at Lyle Kovart's house in New England, North Dakota. Lyle and his son-in-law Brock Shook are loading up the truck, waiting for the rest of their group. Lunch is in the cooler and dinner waits in the field on a day that has become a tradition for the two.
It's pretty cool that he's allowed me to join his group, that he comes out. Apparently he must trust me that I'm not going to shoot him or anything like that. But yeah, it means a lot that he has allowed me to come out with him and his buddies.
Lyle is happy to have him along and never has to strike fear into his son-in-law.
He generally makes sure he walks behind me.
He's a pretty good guy. We get along pretty well.
A camaraderie you can find in most hunting groups across the state. As this one takes to the fields and the pheasants fly, the sport isn't just about how many birds they can take home for dinner.
To me, it means getting together with this group of guys right here every year. I've done it for the last 5 years and look forward to it every single year. It's just fun, good times getting together with the family, father-in-law, and good friends.
Just getting together and talking over old times and old hunts and cleaning the birds and maybe having a beer after we're done, and the whole thing is good.
But it doesn't hurt hitting your limit before lunch.
Here. A shot. Well, this is pretty good.
This is not bad.
But the hunting is just, can't beat it out here.
As they sit around the tailgate eating lunch and sharing stories, they remind you the pheasant season opener isn't always about the hunt, but more so the brotherhood.
Getting together with these guys.
That's what I like.
Getting together with these guys.
Jon Schaeffer, KX News.
I'm Jon Schaeffer, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about how winter snow removal teams are preparing for this year's season.
As highs inch into the triple digits, city workers are honing their skills at a so-called rodeo. but don't expect to see any raging bulls or saddled up horses.
What we're doing is just getting all the operators together and just running through what we call a rodeo and just getting everybody familiar with the equipment and getting their hands on and doing a little training.
Bismarck had under 6 inches of snow through February 1st last winter. That gave a lot of these guys a break from annual snow plowing. The key for these drivers is to get the rust off their engine belts and prepare for this season's snow.
Some of these courses, we got cones and stuff set up, and it's just a course to get you aware of what you're doing out there. Some of the bigger cones represent parked cars. You know, obviously we don't want to hit those.
Just like bull riders, these competitors are scored on their own 8-second ride.
It's competitive, you know, you got some stuff that you can hit and what you can't hit, and you get docked for it, and we got prizes for in the end.
Whether it's maneuvering cones or knocking red blocks over, they'll be prepared to move the fluffy white stuff off the streets.
It gets your mentality that winter's coming, and you know, we prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
In Bismarck, Jon Schaeffer, KX News.